Behind every successful cereal brand is a graveyard of horrific TV advertisements.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f*** is that?
And we are about to enter the Cineverse to watch the most traumatizing commercials I could find and wonder why the hell you ever wanted to eat this in the first place, because these commercials make zero sense.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Starting with this gem, and we fade in and see the star of the show, our head chef. You know how Rice Krispie has Snap, Crackle, and Pop? Cinnamon Toast Crunch has Wendell, Quello, and fucking Bob. And to be honest, I don't know which one's Quello and which one's Bob.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Bob Quello.
Come on, Wendell. We need you to make more Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Yeah, we're getting low.
You see, what Wendell's actually doing here is he's nailing the role of the great American father by not giving a what these kids have to say.
Look at all that Cinnamon Toast Crunch on TV.
Dude, you're like the head chef.
Wendell?
You can literally make an unlimited amount of cereal whenever you want. But instead, you're getting these crazy eyes and you're freaking me out a little bit there.
He's totally into it.
Wendell, you sit down right now. You are scaring the children. This little devil, inside of the advertisement, inside of the commercial that we're watching, decides to wink at old Mr. Crazy Eyes here, completely setting him off.
Wendell?
And there he goes. Wendell is out of here. Come on, kid. Don't you know not to taunt a deranged old cereal man?
Wendell's gone Cinnamunchy Crunchy Crazy.
Not Cinnamunchy Crunchy Crazy. Then he aggressively eats this bowl of cereal that he stole from old Easy Eyes over here.
Oh my God! Can you eat like that?
Okay, so the moral of this commercial is that they want us to buy more Cinnamon Toast Crunch to find all three of the magic rescue screens in order to save Wendell so he can come back and make more cereal. But how are you supposed to buy more cereal if the guy who makes it is missing? And then he skips away as a to be continue text comes on screen. And it's been said until this day, he is still stuck in the Cineverse purgatory. Thanks to you for never buying enough Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Do you not have all three of the magic rescue screens? Do you even care?
Our show will be back after these messages.
I'm not sure who thought this was a good idea, but like, you just gave me nightmares forever. Our show will be back after these messages.
Oh no. We're out of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Who's grabbing a box of cereal and not knowing if it's full or empty?
Yeah, we're getting low.
These kids need to be taken to a psych ward ASAP.
I'll bake up a bunch.
I'll shake on cinnamon and sugar.
But then Bob Quello says,
I'll give it crunch.
then proceeds to fall for 10 seconds. At least I have something to strive for.
Tastes just like Cinnamon Toast.
I could have been in one of these ads. Seltzer. Tastes just like water with bubbles.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal tastes like homemade cinnamon toast.
Actually, this is just me as a child. Were you in a Cinnamon Toast Crunch ad? I don't think so. Moving on to Lifeguard Lance.
Get off the buoy!
That's Lance, the lifeguard. He sees everything.
What about that shark? Get off your chair and go save somebody. And leave it to Cinnamon Toast Crunch to put these people in shark-infested waters.
But can he see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I'm gonna go off on a whim here and say that because people are actively dying on his watch, that no, he can't see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It's got, tantalize?
Actually, I don't think our boy Lance can see anything at all.
There's cinnamon sugar swirls in every bite.
Jesus, can we back the camera up a bit? I definitely don't miss the wide angles from the 90s.
Tasty part of this balanced breakfast.
So then they have this shot of the cereal, a muffin, and I believe that's a banana. That's like a 700 calorie breakfast loaded with sugar. Inadvertently, what they're advertising to you, that Cinnamon Toast Crunch and its proclaimed cinnamon sugar swirls, are healthy for you.
It's part of this complete breakfast.
Liar!
Who's eating the recommended amount on the back of a cereal label?
Tasty part of this balanced breakfast.
Yeah, she's a liar.
Balanced, complete, full, whatever.
Part of this good breakfast.
Liar! Goddamn liar!
We finally reveal that we are at a motel pool. And remember what Lance said in the beginning.
Get off the buoy!
I think he was looking at that ocean over there. Otherwise, what is a buoy doing in a motel pool? Maybe the lady who got attacked by the shark was actually in the ocean. And he's just trying to be a lifeguard for the people in the ocean, not the people directly in front of him. Lance is one step ahead of all of us, including you and me. Also, can we just appreciate the masking job on the zoom out? It looks like I edited it.
Nice.
I give this one 3.2 Lances out of 5. So at this point I was getting pretty desperate, so I headed over to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch YouTube channel where I came across this video, and you just have to see it for yourself. myself.
We opened up a drive-thru that sold only Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But here's the catch. Instead of accepting money,
we only accepted crazy.
What the fuck? Okay, this is the actual soundtrack that they used. I did not add it in to make it more obnoxious. Though I wish I could take credit for it, all the glory goes to that sweet Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
At our Grand Canyon location, which happened to be our only one we had.
Well, thank God for that. I am beyond grateful that this was an ineffective campaign for them. Otherwise, we'd see Cinnamon Toast Crunch fast food restaurants all over the place. I don't need that. You don't need that. Nobody needs that.
Families got free Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the price of this.
Okay, maybe I was overreacting. It's not so bad.
Or this.
Everyone just had to sell their souls to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch corporate overlords.
Or this.
For some free cereal, you know, just to brighten up your boring road trip to the Grand Canyon. Because, you know, that place blows. Oh, this sucks. I really wish I had some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Who at General Mills thought that this was a good idea? They probably just saw Mr. Beast do it and were like, we can do that, but with cereal. The lesson to take away from this one is that nothing in life is free. It always starts off so harmless, like just a few crumbs fall, there's maybe a lick, but then something like this happens. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. They become cannibals. Who pitched that? And that's the face of a true psychopath. After you just, you know, eaten your childhood friend. I can't get over their dead eyes, man. Just filled with lust, hunger, and murderous intent. The voiceover guy for these commercials is so unenthusiastic.
It's all that cinnamon and sugar that makes those crunchy little squares so irresistible.
It's all that cinnamon and sugar that makes those crunchy squares so irresistible. Can I go back to my wife and kids yet? Okay, so they're on Tinder. What year is this? This isn't even a dating app. This is like, hey, who do you want to eat later? Toasty gave it to him, ate him right on her front doorstep. And now we get to see him beat the shit out of each other. This guy just, it's all over the place. I mean, the people that animated this had to know, right? I mean, what's happening?
Blasted with Cinemoji faces.
Hey, at least they're not advertising that it's part of a healthy breakfast anymore. Come on, these things need to be officially retired because they've been milking them long enough.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But really, I'm banishing them to the Shadow Realm.
It's time to do.
Speaking of the Shadow Realm, whatever happened to the original mascots, Wendell, Quello, and Bob? Because you may have noticed that our three friends are nowhere to be found, so I did some digging. Wendell, the friendly baker, appeared in 1987 alongside his two sidekicks, Bob and Quello. And in 1992, Bob and Quello disappeared from the boxes and TV commercials without explanation, leaving Wendell as the sole mascot. More like the master puppet being controlled by the CTC corporate overlords. Eventually, Chef Wendell was replaced by the Crazy Squares. Now, the Cinemojis. But that's just a theory. A food theory. They also have an online store. Tired of eating regular Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Try Cinefuego, because that sounds good.
That doesn't sound good.
Why does everything have to be flaming hot? You love Cinnamon Toast Crunch this much? Why don't you buy a t-shirt, hoodies, even pins that you can flash under your collar if you're super edgy? They have it all. Just let it be a breakfast cereal. It's not fair. Why Cinnamon Toast Crunch? What have you done to us? As of recording this video, Cinnamon Toast Crunch has just over 21,000 subscribers, and I have a staggering
1. Thanks, Mom.
Subscribe to beat Cinnamon Toast Crunch and to save Wendell, Quello, and Bob from the Shadow Realm.